Hi there, I am Madam Tanyi-Mbianyor Rose. I'm a consultant, an agriculturist, and this is Impact Voices. Introducing myself, I am called Madam Tanyi-Mbianyor Rose from Binka village in the Northwest region, schooled in the Southwest Boya and married in the Southwest Manu division. Impact to me means seeking to change lives, consciously sometimes, unconsciously at other times, sometimes with very little words or actions that you can only know about sometime later. Working with Manu women, the women of my division of marriage, that was in the early 2000s when my husband was a member of government. We brought together more than 90 groups and associations of Manu women, a total of about 5,000 physical people in those groups, to talk about and determine the development of our division, the Manu division, by the Manu women. And then I looked around and saw that government policy wasn't being well understood on the field. And so I undertook practical examples of development through farming. I know our development vision in the country talked about the second and the third generation agriculture. So I went right on to Luz in the Northwest region, Dunga-Mantung division, Mua subdivision, and I got some piece of land, a relatively big piece of land, 100, 200 hectares and more. And I started a palm plantation. The impact that it created jobs for hundreds of people. It got children and young men interested in agriculture. I remember very clearly how school children would come fill the little sachets in which I planted the palm nuts for the nursery. And this enabled them to get some pens and pencils for school. I remember fathers who were able to send their kids to school and mothers who were able to treat their children with the revenue that came from the corn seed reproduction venture that accompanied the palm production on the 70 hectares of land I have been working in Luz. So yes, it has impacted that community economically. It also brought a frontier market to that economy built at about 700 million. It also brought roads that were programmed for that area and electricity as well. So Luz town and Luz village developed into an economic pool when real estate, real agribusiness came into that area, and the people have benefited in terms of revenue generation from the activity, but also learning what to do to even get more revenue. I've never forgotten the impact we got when we wanted to bring in a little bit of religion into that area. I kept telling my collaborators, Edison and Hyson and Ernest, that we're there not only to get economic activity, but also to build the people's spiritual lives. And so we organized an evangelical mission. And we thought we would have 150 to 200 people. And by the time it finished 3 days later, we had 700 people who had come to have their faith built because Rio had come in there. And it's not only looking at how to make money, but looking at how to build people's spiritual lives in that locality as well. I also quietly remember when I was able, God willing, to bring out the streets and the roads in Binka village, something we did very quietly with a few contacts I had. And so the population in my village could now access other villages and other quarters on roads that were well dug, thanks to some of the actions I did. Yes, we've tried to impact lives in small, significant ways that way. It's to say that you don't set out to really impact lives as such. You just find that what you're doing is effectively impacting lives. I never would have known that something as small as filling the little sachets will get those children interested in farming and they willing to come into agriculture like I did. I would even go further to say that when I asked my daughter once, what do you want to be tomorrow? My own daughter asked me the question back, Mom, what did you do to be who you are? I want to be just like you. So the impacting starts right from your home. And I felt so flattered. What do I tell them? If you feel like it, go for it. It's usually not intentional, but you just find that people are telling you, you are my role model. I would like to be like you. What do I need to do to be like you?